All it took was one thrown shoe. The guards pinned the man down, sliced open his clothes, and smeared a thick layer of freezing cold gel across his shoulder. Once it was spread evenly, they hung a timer around his neck, yanked open the train car door, and shoved his bare arms straight out into the open air. He screamed like I'd never heard anyone scream before, and then just as quickly, he went completely silent. It was dozens of degrees below zero out there. When they dragged him back inside, his arm had frozen solid, hard as a block of ice. A guard picked up a sledgehammer and brought it down. A catastrophic ice storm had wiped out most of the world, and what was left of humanity was crammed onto this train. A train that never stopped, never slowed down, never let anyone off. It had been running for 17 years straight. From the very first day it left the station, a rigid class system locked itself into place like a law of nature. The further forward you were, the better your life was. But back in the tail section, it was a different world entirely, overcrowded, dark, and suffocating, where the only food anyone had ever known were these dense black protein blocks that tasted like rubber and smelled worse. 17 years of that was enough to break anyone. Under Curtis's leadership, the people in the tail section had finally reached their limit, and a rebellion was coming. They had been quietly stockpiling metal barrels, biding their time, waiting for the moment to move. That moment came when the guards showed up to hand out food like it was just another normal day. The people couldn't hold it together anymore. They pushed back openly, right in the guards' faces. Curtis saw his opening, lunged forward, and ripped a gun out of a guard's hands. Someone shouted that the guns weren't loaded, and that was all it took. It was like a match hitting gasoline. Everyone grabbed their barrels and surged forward at once. Curtis leading the charge, wave after wave of people flooding through the car and steamrolling every guard that tried to hold the line. They broke into the next car and found a single cook standing alone. This was where the food came from. Curtis climbed up the scaffolding and dropped himself into one of the large mixing vats, and what he saw nearly made him sick on the spot. Those protein blocks they had been eating for 17 years, the only thing keeping them alive, were made from ground-up cockroaches. Every single one of them. The anger that had been building for years finally hit a boiling point. They weren't stopping now. They pushed forward, forcing their way through the iron doors separating each car one by one. But just as they were about to break through the next door, a girl let out a terrified scream. There were obstacles on the track ahead, and the train was heading straight for them.